So as you guys know, we talk a lot about the competition coming for the Tesla. I can tell you it's already here. Look at this. This is the Genesis GV60. We had a chance to drive one today. Hi friends, welcome back. So we're looking at the Kia EV3. So we're gonna take a look at what Hyundai's planning for the Semi. Let me jump in one of these. So in terms of another Tesla killer, Kia's got this robo-taxi kind of thing here. So let's take a look inside the Casper. This is the electric car. Here we go. Ready for sports mode, guys? All right. This thing is fast though. Ginger body. Yeah, sports mode. This is really fast. It's really fast. Dang. Dang. So we're actually at the Busan Motor Show. Actually, they changed the name to the Busan Mobility Show. Yeah, we're walking through the Hyundai booth here. They got quite a lot of vehicles. Actually, you can see there's the Casper. I really don't like this color. I keep saying that. And they have other ones here. This is the Ioniq, which we've actually done a review on the channel for, the Ioniq 6. And then back here is also the Kona. The EV3 is also here. We gotta go find it. That's the popular one. But essentially, they're all going for this SUV kind of feel. It's either medium SUV, big SUV, or small SUV. They also have here mobility. This is actually an interesting one. It's kind of the future if you're in a wheelchair or need that kind of thing. I'll show you guys. Hydrogen mobility is what Yeji says. So if you guys can see inside here, they got the wheelchair set up and you get a sense of what it's like. And so I don't know if this is going to be like for a bus or a subway kind of thing. Space mobility, yeah. But that's the design of it. Let's take a look what else they have over here. So this is the car the Tesla should be making, in my opinion. Remember, the rumor was that they canceled the Model 2. Elon Musk was like, no, it's all lies, but didn't specify it. And evidently on August 8th, they're going to say, hey, we're going to all go in on robo-taxis. A car like this at, say, $22,000 is the Casper electric from Hyundai. I think would be a really hot seller for them. So take a look at the car from the exterior. You can see this is the charging port right here. Again, this has 315 kilometer range. So that translates, I can't remember kilometers, probably like a couple hundred mile range, but it's actually short. The charging, as we said before, it's 30 minutes from 10% to 80. Full charge is 3 hours, which isn't too bad. I overall do like the looks of this car. I think for a compact city vehicle, this is probably going to be very, very popular. I think a lot of Americans are going to be jealous that it's not coming. My understanding, it has a different name in Europe and in Australia. I think it's like the Inter, do you remember the name is? I don't remember what it's called though. But it's not going to be the Casper, which I think is a mistake. I think Casper is a really good name for a vehicle. I can tell you guys, it is spacious. It is not a huge car by any stretch, but considering I'm 6 foot, just give me a sense. I have plenty of headroom. I feel like there's good visibility in this thing. Is the dashboard right in front of you? So in the Teslas, the dashboard's on the middle, which I never liked. This thing right in the center is very, very good. And in fact, the size of this car is small, but it actually feels totally fine. I'm 6 foot just for reference and just giving you guys an idea what this thing looks like from the inside. And it's totally fine. My understanding though, this car is not gonna be available in the USA right away. I think it's gonna be available in Europe, obviously here in Korea. These are really popular. The other thing too, which I like about it, I gotta mention it, is physical buttons, guys. I'm a big fan of physical buttons, right? I think this is what you want. This is gonna be your navigation. We're gonna be test driving one of these things in a moment here. The other thing too, which I wanna take a look at, let's take a look at how much room is in the back seat of this thing. Yeah, so again, I'm 6 foot, just to give you an idea. Look at how much leg room I have. You guys can see this right here. It's totally fine. Looks like you can get in and out really easily. I think these are going to be hot sellers. This is about a $22,000 car is my understanding, although this particular trim might be higher than that. It may come in higher. We'll see. Okay, so the trunk is not large, right? Not that big. I won't lie.
You can fold the...
Yeah, you can probably fold the seats back, but yeah, it's not that big. So take a look at this, guys. Looks like you can fold the seats down. You can see how much storage space we have in here. And right here, whoops. Oh, that's connected, so I guess you would disconnect this like so. And this will come down. Oops, you gotta disconnect, yeah. Gotta disconnect it here. So it's a decent amount of cargo space, and that probably comes out, I'm sure. Yeah, right. So could you sleep in the car? That's always a question for these kind of vehicles. Yeah, it doesn't seem... It doesn't seem like you could, but you could definitely have storage in there. Like you could move like a bookshelf, that kind of thing, right? Then these are the rear view of the Casper, as you guys can see. This is an affordable electric vehicle, and again, I think Tesla really dropped the ball in this. So I'm not a big fan of this yellow color, so that's one of them. We also have behind me, you guys can see this one. This is the blue, we just got in that one. I think that's a much sharper, this is sort of like your non-glossy one, right? Your Batman kind of colors. They also have this orange one, which we'll walk around and go see, take a look at this one as well. And you guys can tell me which one you think is the better color. What do you think, Yeji? So Yeji's here with me. Out of the three colors that we see here, which one do you like the best? So would you go with the blue, the orange here, or the green? So that's the non-glossy, like yeah, which color do you prefer?
I prefer just regular.
You?
I don't like the
What's that?
kind of matte color. I don't like.
Yeah, the matte. That's the matte. That's what I'm saying. So you prefer more of this kind of one. Yeah. So Yeji's not a big fan of the matte. Some people actually really prefer matte colors.
Yeah, just I'm not sure, but it looks like easy to like scratch.
Easy to scratch, you think?
Yeah.
Well, if you look at the bumpers here.
Like plastic.
Yeah, it is kind of a plastic. So my understanding, the charging's in front. Let's see that where we can figure that. Yeah. So here's the charging right here. And this is actually kind of nice, especially for some of the way the chargers are set up, right? You guys can see that? So this is your charging here, right here. That's.
It looks like the car has a front space.
Well, usually it should, right? So we'll take a look at what's under the hood here. It's not a frunk. In fact, this would be your engine. And you guys can see this thing. Now, the fascinating thing about these, the electric and the regular gas powered, they're all the same size. So they were able to squeeze enough battery and juice in here to get this thing to work. So this is the interior, and there's your fluids and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, Manny out. Hey, upside me down. Cool. So actually sharing something for future and social mobility. It's interesting, they have a demo of like what a wheelchair would be, and I'm not sure if this is subway or bus. It's basically just a carriage. I'll show you guys what we're looking at. Sitting here is like a carriage. So this is the car, in my opinion, that the Tesla should be making. What we're waiting for right now is actually to test drive one of these cars. They actually have an indoor track, which is really cool. So if you're a fan of Boston Dynamics, which Hyundai bought, they actually have a little, either the dog robot or the new one. I can't remember what this thing's called. But this is actually the older design, so they don't have the new ones. I think these are paper, so it's for kids to build there, but it is pretty funny. So we're gonna take a look at what Hyundai's planning for the Semi. Let me jump in one of these. And it's actually pretty funny. I have not been in a semi-truck before. This thing's actually fairly comfortable. Come on in and take a look for yourself. And you can actually see here what it looks like inside one of these. Plenty of space, much bigger than I thought it would be. I mean, this is my arm sticking out here, so they kind of cheaped out on the dashboard, so it's not digital, right? This is actually kind of like that. I think you're more concerned about range, but this is the inside. Looks pretty standard for a vehicle, but this is sort of what they're working on. So out of all the vehicles that Hyundai's showing today, the Casper right here, right behind me, they got 3 of them out there, so this is the most popular one. Everyone's really concerned and sort of curious what Hyundai's going for the masses here. Remember, Tesla's basically ignoring this segment of the market, right? So it'd be like essentially an affordable EV that many families can afford. My understanding, this one's going to cost around, $20,000, something like that. Maybe after you get a, fully upgraded, whatever trim, maybe 25. But this is sort of in the realm of affordability because that's a big concern for many people who are considering an EV. And why is Tesla ignoring this kind of market? I'll leave that question up to you, but I do think it's something that they're missing in the boat on, and this is where Hyundai could really pounce on this market. I want to show you guys this too. This is a big part of these kind of shows, is people really like talking to the car models. So there's the car models there, right? And you have all these sort of this, what's a better word to say? I guess you could say otaku. that would be the Japanese word, but they sort of go around and take pictures of them, so it's really funny. This is in front of a sports car over here. So here we have a Spirit car. I think the brand is called Oldham. This is a Korean brand. I've never heard of these things before. It's a nice looking car actually, guys. This shows you how competitive the car market is. I think it's a very, very small amount of vehicles that they've produced. But evidently they got some new ones and they have like a really nice sports car in the back, which you can actually take a look at together. Let's go take a look at this thing. This is a nice looking car, actually. Now, whether or not it's a good car, that remains to be seen. And also, too, with these kind of things, how many can they actually manufacture? but you guys can actually get a sense of what these things look like. And it looks fast, right? Also behind me here is the BMW booth. I'll show you guys a little bit of what it looks like. Actually, we'll go through it together. This is actually a pretty popular booth. Now, BMW has, obviously very good vehicles, good driving experience, etc. Their I-Series have been the popular ones. And I don't know what this new one, this must be a concept car here, which I'm kind of interested in. It says BMW Vision New Klaus. What do you guys think about this design? Yeji, you like this one? So they don't let us come inside this thing, but you can see the headlights. So it's always fun to look at the concept cars. They got like the shiny logo here. And let's take a look at the design of this thing. They got this sort of green, actually, well, I guess you call it gold. Oh, the seats are very interesting. Look at the middle, guys. And they got just a touch screen there, just on the top, and then a real like flat dashboard. And then they have these pink accents in there. And actually, can I zoom in a bit? Maybe I can, yeah. See these pink accents in there. It's a very interesting design for a car. Now, I've said it before and I'll say it again though, I am not too enthused about just having a center console, but just for a new design wise, it is interesting because these are like bucket seats, as you can see there. And again, I want to hear what you guys think about this one. This is a concept car from BMW. This is another car by BMW. This is the XM. I have not seen one of these before. I do like the trim though. They got this red and black one. Let's take a look inside this thing. This is a nice car. This is a nice car. So this appears to be, yeah, so they have the, I always like to look at the dashboard of these things, but you guys can see here they got like their, this must be, what is this? Oh yeah, so your RPM and your speed, right? That's what that is. And this is all in kilometers, right? So not miles here. You got your center thing here. Very nice controls. The thing about BMW always gets right is the driving experience. I've always liked BMWs for that. This is a nice car. Actually, take a look at the back here. You guys can see the trim. So they kind of have this racing feel where they have the red accents through here, and also have it also in the seats. It's throughout the design of the car, the red and black mix. I think it's done very, very well. And the other thing too I want to point out is also with the tires. You have this red and black mix. This is a nice looking vehicle. So if you're in the market for this kind of thing, I would actually consider this one also. Yeah, this is a nice. What do you think about this one, Yeji? And my wife is nodding her head too. This is a nice looking vehicle. A little bit big. I'm not a big fan of the bigger cars, but yeah, it's pretty long. But it is a nice looking vehicle. I'll let you guys see the front of it a little bit more. Yeah, actually it is. The more that I look at it, like really get a look at it, it is a big car. Okay, now we're here with the electric Mini Cooper. You guys can get a sense of the size of this thing. Again, another vehicle which I think Tesla could have gone for, the compact, but they didn't. So actually our number just came up, and we're actually going to be able to test drive one of these Caspers. I'm curious how it rides. I'm going to imagine it's going to be fine. The one thing which I always like about electric vehicles is that they're quiet, so we want to listen for that cowboy noise. And it's fun going through here, guys, seeing all the different cars. I'd say Hyundai's got the biggest booth by far, right?
We don't know. There's Kia.
Yeah, we'll go see what the Kia's up to. And we're kind of cutting through here. We'll get in. You can see the Casper's charging over there. Again, the charging point is in the front, and you can see it with the headlights lit up. So we're actually getting in the car now, and we'll see. I'm going to hop in front. And first time being in one of these things where they're driving. They don't let us drive it, so they're going to drive, which is fine. Look at our seatbelts on here. Wow. Well, yeah, they got that new car smell, which is they gave us one of these scent things. It's Eagle. Oops. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let's see how this thing drives. So I'll show you guys the dashboard here.
네, 이 차량 이제 경차가 아닌 소형차로 바뀌었습니다. 소형 SUV고요. 그러나 이제 경차 혜택 다 가져갈 수 있게 전기차로 바뀌었어요. 자, 설명 잘 들으셨겠지만 이 차 1회 충전에 315km 주행 가능하고요. 네, 내부, 외부 220V 다 사용 가능합니다. 자, 그리고 운명의 상대에게 누구보다 빠르게 직진할 수 있는 이러한 가속 성능을
This
가지고
is fast.
자, 포용력이 2X라지라고 되어 있는데요. 뒤에 공간 어떠신가요?
This thing's really fast.
이제 소형 SUV라서 위에 헤드룸 공간도
Yeah.
넓고요.
JJ back there.
공간이 정말 좋습니다. 자, 이제 사람이 4명이 타고도 쾌적하게 이동이 가능하게 되었습니다. 자, 이 차량 또 전기차답게 초반 응당력이 정말 좋거든요. 한번 가속 체험 해드릴까요?
네.
자, 노멀 모드, 스포츠 모드 보여주십시오.
Sports mode.
아우 당연하죠.
I see.
네.
Here we go. Ready for sports mode, guys? All right. This thing is fast, though. Ginger body. Yeah, sports mode. This is really fast. It's really fast. Dang.
자, 이렇게
네.
소형차지만 전기차답게
Yeah, this is really
사방
fast.
가속력이 정말 좋아요.
Oof. Okay.
그래서
Absolutely do not try this at home.
이런 가속력이 있어서 4명이 타고
It's really fast. Seriously.
네, 시원한 가속 가능합니다. 자, 그리고 전기차답게 효율 따지지 않을 수 없습니다. 엔진이 없어서 엔진 오일 갈 필요가 없고요. 미션이
So,
없어서
sports mode.
미션 오일 갈 필요가 없어요. 자, 그리고 마지막으로 회생 제동 단계가 있습니다. 회생 제동은 세분화되게 총 5단계로 나눠져 있습니다. 개입이 전혀 필요 없는 제로부터요. 레벨 1, 2, 3, 그 다음에 맥스 단계인 아이페달 모드가 있어요. 그래서 마지막 바퀴 때 저 브레이크 한 번도 사용 안 했거든요. 네, 아이페달 모드를 사용하면 가속 페달 하나로 가속과 감속이 모두 이루어지고요. 이렇게 정지까지 가능합니다. 자, 그러면 디스크, 브레이크 패드도 소모되지 않아요. 자, 그렇기 때문에
There's our backup camera here showing
유지
us.
관리면에서도 합리적인
looks
경제적인 차, 소형 SUV로
top
돌아온
view and
캐스퍼
back view.
일렉트릭 되겠습니다.
네.
네, 이런 편의성도 정말 좋습니다. 서라운드 뷰, 통풍 시트, 열선까지 다 있고요. 네, 안전 장비가 많이 탑재됐어요. 네, 감사합니다.
네. 감사합니다.
네, 고맙습니다.
Yeah, Yeji said it was fine. There was enough space. I actually like the gray color. We looked at the other colors before. They have a cream, which we'll actually go take a look over here. The cream is kind of ugly though. So they call this the butter cream. This one's pretty ugly. The white and the gray are okay. I'm not a fan of this one either, to be honest. Probably I'd go with the black, and then I'd maybe stay away from these. Go with one of these two. But the cream is pretty ugly. We haven't seen this one here, guys. There's an orange inside trim. We'll take a look. Yeah, so this orange is pretty sharp. I'm not a fan of this color here, this cream. This is pretty ugly, to be really frank.
Gray there, black.
Yeah, you probably want gray and black in this thing. But they do have orange trim in here in the dashboard. Take a look. You can see this orange here, right? And they have like, this probably is gonna charge my phone, I would be willing to bet. It's not charging yet, but I would guess maybe that would be a feature because this is definitely your phone spot right there. So we get a sense how these things handle. The other thing too, the cabin noise is really quiet on this. This is what the lights look like. Yeah, I still don't like that cream color. It's really ugly. That is one ugly car. All right, so we're gonna speed around here. Here it comes. And it's quiet. Like we don't hear it at all. There's no engine noise at all. Yeah, only the tire squeak. There's no noise in this thing. So we're standing here in front of an M4. This is a nice looking car. Take a look at this thing, guys. I'll turn the camera around here. That is a nice car. What do you think about the red on that?
Red, cool.
Yeah, Yeji thinks it's good too. So you have thumbs up on BMW from us. This is a nice looking car. It is a nice looking car. Again, guys, I think Tesla's dropping the ball. BMW's ahead of them in terms of luxury. This is the i5. This is also a nice looking vehicle. You guys know BMWs drive very nice as well. It's got plenty of room. This one and probably the i3 will be big sellers for them. Yeah, this is a nice car also. So given the choice, do you want more of the sedan, like family kind of car? It's still pretty sporty. Or do you want to go like all out sport in the other one, the M4? Do you have an opinion?
More family car.
Yeah, Yeji wants some more of the family car, this kind of thing. The i3 is going to be a little bit smaller. I'm sure they have one here. We'll look at the minis also. So there's Yeji on the BMW 1000XR. This is like a Batman mobile kind of thing. Look at the tires on this thing. The question is, do you feel like a superhero when you're on this bike?
No, I feel unsafe.
You feel unsafe? Well, look how big this is. Like she's really small compared to it. It's pretty funny. But this is the vehicle right here. Up on this thing also. Dang. Yeah, I'm not a motorcycle guy myself. Yeah, I wouldn't want to. But you do have control. So it's basically your knees. You're gonna go with your weight on this thing, right? You wouldn't really. Yeah, this is probably a HUD. I bet you this thing lights up. So you're gonna be like, yeah. So if you want to see the view for.
You're gonna go helmet anyway.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's like you're looking through like a spaceship kind of feel to it. I'm not a motorcycle guy, but If you're into a racing motorcycle, this ergonomically it feels good though, because you can kind of lay on it and go inside this thing. So it is pretty funny that way. Whoa. All right, we're gonna take a look at more what they have here at the BMW. So this is the regular 5 right behind me, right? And then the i5 was the one that we looked at back over there. This is probably the one that really is impressive. This is a concept vehicle, guys. BMW Vision New Class. You get a sense of it. I like this car. It's a little bit weird, but weird in a good way, not weird in Cybertruck way. What's your impression of this thing? Or you don't like it?
No, I like it. Their color is a little bit different than others, but it's not weird way. It's good way.
Yeah. So look at the trim on the bottom here. It's got like this sort of
Like the marble.
yeah, the marble feel to it, right?
And I like their emblem.
The big tires. Yeah, they have like this shiny emblem in the front. You guys see this? That's pretty cool. Oh, they got a name of the car down there, so everyone knows what car you're driving. I don't know if that would make it in the final model. Probably not. But that I like that emblem. And then when you actually take a look at the coloring of this thing, it is like a gold and white inside. It's got bucket seats. I think this is a nice looking vehicle myself. And the white makes it look really clean. So this is what it looks like inside. They got that pink trim also too on the dashboard, and then the back has the bucket seats. I wish we could go in this one. This is actually the one I'd really like to see inside. But we're pretty close. You guys can see the camera. And then you can see from the sort of the driver's seat. I'll kind of go back over here. You can see a little bit more. Big screen on this one also. And even actually the door handle's got like that kind of purplish thing as well. Coming to the rear of the car, take a look at this, guys. I like this car. I won't lie. I like this car, but I've always been a fan of BMWs. This is a prototype, so I'm sure you can't buy one. So I'm standing in front of here of the new electric Mini. I like this one as well. So in terms of practicality, this is not a practical car at all. This is sort of like your drive around town. There's no word on the range of this thing or how fast it is. The Minis aren't particularly reliable cars. That's been like that for a while, and they're expensive to run, but they look cool. The charging is in the back, right? You guys can see that there. So remember we looked at the Hyundai where the charging is in the front. But I will say, I like the way the Minis look. They're nice looking vehicles. Very little storage space in here though, very little. You can see the trunk is like extremely small. And we'll take a look at the S here. This is a more conventional Mini. You got the headlights there. Oh, she's lifting up the hood. You can see in there. And I'm going around the front and the inside. Oh, it's got a very interesting interior. Let's take a look inside of this thing, guys. It's got like fabric kind of feel on the top, and it's got a center dashboard, which you've got to see. Take a look at this center console. It's round. So it's also got some interesting thing where when the door is open, it shows red. When the hood is open, it also shows red. They just put it down. So if I open or shut this door, so we can open this door here, you can see how it lights up red right there, right? It's kind of interesting. And then you shut it, and then it closes. So I like the animations and stuff like this. BMW is always good with their driver experience, but again, I don't really want this center thing. They got a HUD right here, so you can probably see your speed and your range and stuff like that right there, which is cool. I think more cars need this HUD effect. Genesis are very, very popular in Korea. See them everywhere. And in fact, I'm kind of attracted to this one inside here. We're kind of walking over here. You guys will see this. This is the, was a C90 Black. So this is a luxury Batman vehicle. Look at, oh, like the sort of artistic kind of.
Black.
Yeah.
We're starting from the black, they say that.
We're starting from the black. That's a nice looking car.
Yeah.
But do you want like black for a car? Is that what you, I'm just asking.
Like jet black, is it space black?
Yeah, I mean, what's your opinion? Is that what you want? It's like kind of, I don't know, criminal spy car kind of thing is what isn't it like spy car though? Is it kind of the feel of it? You know, or like the Secret Service, you know, like politician kind of thing? Isn't that kind of the?
I think they're gonna use this car.
Oh, for sure. I could totally see the presidents and, you know,
sure.
people drive around in this kind of thing. Yeah, for sure. It's got the tinted windows. It's all black.
Yeah, it's the same as the BMW envelope.
Yeah. Looks like they don't let you inside this thing, but we can look at it. You guys can take a look inside the interior, what it looks like. It's interesting. It's got these buttons on the side of the screen. I'm not a big fan of that. Do you see that? I'm not a big fan of that. So the interior, I'm not too enthralled of. But the exterior, I do think is a nice looking car. And then you can see the rear of it. Oh, look at these lights. That looks like Knight Rider. There's an old TV show. Yeah, interesting. So that is a G90 Black. You guys can let me know what you think. But they're really selling the luxury on this thing. And this is actually all by itself, like this whole area.
They have other too.
They have other cars out there, but this particular one is like all by itself. So I would imagine the sticker price is gonna be big on this one, I'm sure. So this is a concept car, like you guys can see here, like a futuristic look. And we'll actually look at the car. This is all the concept designs. And when you take a look at what the car actually turned up being, it's this orange one right over here. This is a sweet looking vehicle. This is, oh, can we go in there? Oh, it's like sort of a movie, but we're trying to look at this sort of superhero looking thing. Oh, the VR, we can drive it like a video game. Yeah, this is definitely a racing sports car. I like the design of this. This is nice. Let's take a look from the front too. And this is the vehicle from the front. You've got Yeji's approval on this car also. She's smiling and shaking her head. It's a nice car. This is another Batman kind of car too, like the really long front. I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts on this one as well. So again, we'll walk around the car. This is the front. Look at the vents on this thing. I think all these are Batman cars actually. So Batman, he's got a lot of cool cars. Again, this is Hyundai car, designed by Genesis is what it says. I can see the thing right there. It says designed by Genesis. Nice looking vehicle. Let's go to the back of this thing. I don't know how many of these are going to be available. I'm assuming this might be some sort of concept. There's the tail. Yeah, nice looking car. It's pretty fun. And I wonder if these are your signals actually. They might be. So, we've got these really interesting vehicles here. We believe it's a Canadian brand. It's called Can-Am. It's like these four-wheel vehicles. I don't know what the use case, actually these are three-wheel, I take that back. I don't know what the use case, like why you would have this, but we got them. And that's what they look like. And I'm kind of laughing because I don't know like what the market is for this kind of vehicle. However, I will say it is interesting. I'll give it to them there. That must be your speaker, so you can like pump the tunes while you're driving your thing. So you can take this also well. It's really funny is that you can actually have a trailer on your motorcycle. That is a real thing, I guess. And I'll show you guys. I didn't know motorcycles had trailers, but they do. They're right there. And then this person's getting off of it, as you can see right there. And then behind me we have an electric Genesis. This is a nice looking car as well. Again, I think this is something that Tesla's definitely dropping the ball on. I mean, if I'm going to spend a lot of money in a car, I want it to look good. And I do think these look good. Let me spin the camera and you guys can see here. That's what it looks like. Electrified G80. Comes in a silver as well. Do you have a preference on color?
This is kind of unique color.
This color?
Kind of brown.
Yeah, it is unique, but
The silver is safe.
I don't really like the silver. I don't like that shade of silver. Maybe
Yeah, I think
black or white, yeah. But the car that everyone's actually looking at, guys, is over here. It's this sort of SUV. This is a nice looking car, and I like the wheels on the side here. This thing's a little bit big though. That's a big car.
Yeah.
It's a really big car. But it has a really interesting design where it's like all rounded. This rounded design is very different than the Cybertruck, which is all about, you know, a bunch of sharp edges that hurt people and things like that. Oh, it's spinning around so we can get a better look at other parts of it. It's a big car. Look at this thing. I bet you it's comfortable though, the way that it's designed. And here's the back. You guys can see it's rounded also. Genesis Neil Lund, oh, concept vehicle. Okay. Interesting. I do like these lights though. I think that looks good. So guys, this is a concept car, I think. I don't know if this is actually real. It's because they're calling this a Charisma Jeep. And it's got these cool snow tires on it, which is the funniest thing I ever seen. It's something that you played with like a G.I. Joe vehicle, but we're gonna take the car out, and I just did a alcohol test, breathalyzer, so I guess haven't been drinking. So as you guys know, we talk a lot about the competition coming for the Tesla. I can tell you it's already here. Look at this. This is the Genesis GV60. We had a chance to drive one today. This is a fantastic vehicle. It has got screens as far as the eye can see. It's also got a HUD, which I think is great for safety. The car handles very, very well. Room cabin is very, very nice as well. This is overall a great car. If someone said, hey, what car would you like to get? This is one of them. We're gonna look at some more cars also, but I'm just saying, this is a legit car, the Genesis GV60. There are distance of where my turns are, which is really interesting. If you guys can see that. And then also too, we have the map. See, there's the navigation. You can see the camera and the turn, so it kind of shows you where to go. Also too, we have the map here on the right side. Overall, the ergonomics of this thing is very, very good. This is the kind of vehicle where Tesla's really falling behind. Wow, look at the view we have over here. That's nice. Do you see this? What a great view. And now we're actually gonna go around the bridge here, driving around Busan. You can see the yacht club's right over there to our left. Actually, we caught the yacht over. Remember we got the yacht with the family? I think so. Yeah. So if you ever wonder what it's like to drive a car around Busan, this is it. And wow, this is pretty fun. They got a nice course set up for us then. There's a view of the water out there. And again, I really like this navigation system. I got the camera right in front of me. I got my charge, my power. I have the map on the right. And actually I have digital, yeah. This is a nice car. I will say flat out, this is nice.
I'd like to get one.
Yeah, Yeji wants to get one. The other thing you can't see in the camera is I have a digital dashboard in front of me where I got the camera plus the distance as I told you guys before, and I have a HUD. So I have a HUD, and I have, wow, and it actually tells me, so there's this, what it is, I'll explain it to you. There's a triangle directly in front of me on the HUD, so like a digital, you know, heads-up display right in front of me. It shows me the speed limit, it shows me how fast I'm going, and when a car goes by on the right side or left side, it has like a red indicator that shows my blind spots. This thing's fantastic. Now I know the Tesla drivers are, you know, really into seeing, you know, full self-driving, that kind of stuff, but I think this kind of stuff is probably the future more. What I see here, the dashboard, but I don't think you guys can see the HUD. Yeah, you can't see the HUD. Maybe for some reason only my eyes can pick it up, but the camera doesn't pick it up. But basically you can see like how the arrows are turning to the left. And then when I'm driving, I have like a little range thing. It makes it like playing a video game. It's pretty funny. I wish you could see the HUD. Oh, maybe you can see it. If you guys can see the HUD, you can let me know. Maybe you can. It's kind of there. I'm not sure. I can see it clearly from my point of view though. So anyway, that's what the car is like from the driving perspective. You can also see the dashboard as well, and the sort of like the full view. So this car has zero cabin noise. It just runs really, really quiet. We took on the freeway, etc. And we're coming into Centum City now, back to Mexico. So we're here in front of the Kia EV3 booth. I'm excited to see this vehicle. This is the hot seller probably going to be, and the Tesla killer. Let's go take a look at this thing. It's right over here. And they got this great display over here, guys. And in fact, so this is the EV3 that we've all been talking about. It's about a mid $30,000 car. This is the ultimate Tesla killer. This will replace the Model 3 for sure. You can see it for yourself. It's kind of like an SUV type design. And also too, if you take a look, it looks like it has plenty of storage space for your family, kids, dogs, shopping, that kind of stuff. It's a nice looking car as well. I like the design of this thing. If you look up to the front of the car, you can see the headlights. It's got this little nice design. I mean, overall, this is a clean look. This is what the Cybertruck should have been. Because you look at this is way more round. Remember, Cybertruck is all pointing and stuff like that. I think this is a much nicer looking vehicle. Again, the price comes in around mid 30s. This one will be available in the USA. Other cars, though, are not going to be, which we talk about with the Casper, is not going to be. Maybe some of the Genesis models won't be, though, but this one is going to be available in the USA. It's going to be a big hit. So let's take a look inside one of these things. We're hopping in the driver's seat here. You can see with this car, it's got like this felt sort of thing. We saw this before with the with Hyundais, but this might be a new trend. Instead of two screens, this has got a solid one screen across. And we got for the Laker fans out there, the car is decorated in like Laker colors, which is pretty funny. It's got YouTube over here. Also got the score of the game, I guess. Someone's a Laker fan here, or maybe that's the stadium, I'm not sure. I would not necessarily advise watching YouTube while driving a car. I got plenty of headspace. I can say hi up there, hey! And also too, we got the center console. A lot of room. This thing slides out, which is kind of interesting design. Got this marble look. Got Harman Kardon speakers right here, accents with purple. And you got your pink accents over here, these LED lights. This is a pretty roomy car. Again, I think this is the Tesla killer, guys. And we'll actually go to the back and see what kind of room is back here. You can see the trunk space here, pretty big. Actually, you could easily fit, oops, actually coming down. We gotta get this back up. So we'll see if we can open this up here. Whoops, there we go. Yeah, you could easily fit several grocery bags back here, but just for practical purposes. Looks pretty roomy in the back. This is the GT line.
I can fit in here.
Yeah, we probably could. And you could do a person test, you could jump in, but I could already tell you. I mean, if you want to do the person test, I can get in the car, you can see, no problem. But yeah, this is a nice looking vehicle. We'll shut this for the next, oops, up, shut it here. Let's go take a look at some more of these. This is a different colored one, like a green one. And I'm not so thrilled about the green color, to be honest. Yeah, it's not terrible, but I'm not thrilled about it. So you guys can let me know what you think about this color. Yeah, I much prefer the gray. I think it's a lot better color. So let's go see what else Kia has for us over here. These are really, really popular, and I think everyone's got their eye on this one because it's a kind of an affordable EV. Yes, it's not quite the $20,000 to the $30,000 level, but it's still priced to where it's going to be very, very competitive. So tell me what you think about the looks of the EV3. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. Let me know what you think. I think this is what the Cybertruck should have been, but ultimately it's not, and I think this will be, again, the Tesla killer. So in terms of another Tesla killer, Kia's got this robo-taxi kind of thing here. If you take a look at it, it's very small. There is no steering wheel in this thing, so if you zoom right on in, you can see there's no steering wheel. So this is basically designed to be an autonomous vehicle. So if Tesla does come out with some sort of robo-taxi kind of thing, it might be similar to what we're seeing here, perhaps. We're gonna find out. Take a look at the front of it here. The front of the vehicle is actually all window, right? The only thing I thought was kind of strange, though, is like, there's no window on the side here, or at least it's tinted from what we can see. Maybe from the inside you can see outside just fine. But this could be an ultimate Tesla's killer. We have not yet seen the robotaxi. Let's take a look at the back of this thing here. It's got very, very small tires, right? So it's not designed to go very fast. And then this would be the back. From what I can tell, actually, you can actually see in there, they have this like weird compartment thing there. I don't know what that is. This one here is kind of funny. They have like a closet in there. You guys can see that. But this is like a camping vehicle from what I can tell. Maybe that's the table you set up if you want to be outside your vehicle on the shelf, I guess. That's kind of funny if you want to live in your car. But this is sort of the stuff that Kia's working on. These are all prototypes. And again, I think these are Tesla killers. This is what Kia's got up its sleeve. This is a cute little vehicle. And now let's take a look at also over here, guys. This is very fascinating. So first, you can actually use this for a digital billboard. You can see it right there, right? So they're showing, for example, if your company's named Adventure, you can do that. And then see this, I think we'll be seeing a lot of this stuff around town. If you don't know, Koreans are very advanced when it comes to digital screens. Moreover, take a look at this design. It's very interesting. So basically what it is, that's like a kind of a pickup kind of thing. And then essentially the cargo can be lifted up from the vehicle, right? You get the cargo crane, and that's what it's showing. There are different ways that this can be built. This is a modular design. Let's take a look over here as well. Look at some of the storage capacity of these things. This particular one here is a little bit different. So these are all the PV lines. So this one is the PV5. Depends what size you want, right? It's pretty cool, the booth they got set up here. Oops, I cut through here. So this one does have a steering wheel inside it, and you can see how this, again, probably more of a concept kind of thing. All dashboard at the top is all digital. Let's see if we can get a better view of it here. Yeah, we can. Yeah, you can see the dashboard is kind of like all digital. The one thing that really stood out to me when we first saw these cars was that it had a way to show your name on it. Well, let's go back to the back. You'll see what I'm saying here. So if you go into the back, it's got like this kind of big sort of billboard kind of thing. So it's got the weather. We're here in Busan, right? Seoul, weather 26. Rain, Daegu, it's 31. And I think this is actually the live weather. Incheon 27. That sounds about right. And just think any of the number of ways you could use this. It might come to mind right now. I'm thinking, okay, you could say, hey, what is on the truck if you're like trying to sort cars for cargo. You could put someone's name on there. Hey, I'm here to pick you up, right? Or if you want to use these for like buses, you know, guys, buses have signs like going, you know, I'm going here, I'm going there. Overall, though, Kia's got some really advanced designs. The other thing I want to mention too as well. for these kind of cars. And we've noticed it with many of the booths here in Korea. They're talking about how do you get people in wheelchairs moving around, right? So that's why they have this wheelchair out there. This is something that Tesla has never addressed to my knowledge. They don't seem to be interested in that kind of a vehicle.
Because Japan and Korea country age is going high.
So Yeji's saying the reason why you'd have this kind of stuff is because the age of the average person, say of Japanese or Korean, is elderly people. So there's more need for this kind of vehicle. So I'm not against autonomous driving by any stretch. Sometimes people think I am. What I am against is Elon Musk is making random stuff up, saying that they're ready. And I can see Kia is well ahead of Tesla. You guys can see for yourself. Take a look at sort of the scope of all the things they're showing. These are way more product designs than we've seen from Tesla. And in fact, this is the things that are going to kill Tesla for sure. Either Kia, Hyundai, you got Genesis, BMW, which we looked at also. There are many brands out there in the world, but I would not discount the Koreans. So this is what we're up to today. We're testing cars, checking out what's going on at the Busan International Mobility Show. It's fun, yeah? Anyway, we'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. We'll see you. Bye.